Hey everybody! Hi, my name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Welcome to your Coltrane Tuesdays for this, the 22nd day of February in the year 2022. That is a lot of twos in today's date. So yes, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today on the Coltrane Tuesdays. And yes, Beth, Coltrane was indeed a very cute pupper. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks to everyone who is tuning in live right now to watch. Thanks to everyone who is watching the replay. If you're watching this from the future, and I'm coming to you from the past, also cool, thank you. What are we doing today? We've got all sorts of cool things. So first off, it looks like the video and audio are coming through effectively, so good. So far, so good. We will, of course, play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. We'll talk about some cool things that are happening, and I will lead off with a song of my choosing. It is a genre-bent week, and I've been making the information that I've posted on social media has probably made it pretty clear what band and maybe even what song that I'm going to do. But first, I should mention that how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. If you are new to the program, I want to bring you in and include you in the understanding of what exactly it is we mean when I say the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. It goes like this. People who are watching live with us online right now will be able to give me song requests, and I will have to respond to them, play a song, whether or not I know the requested song. So if someone requests a song that I do happen to know, I will go ahead and play it. It will be unrehearsed, but it will probably sound something like the actual song. If someone requests a song that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard other people play it before, or I listened to it a bunch of times on whatever streaming platform, or I used to hear it on the radio, I will then attempt to figure out how to play that song here in front of you. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. And now, of course, is a great time to get in your requests for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, because there is a bit of a lag between you when you post something in the chat and when I'm able to see it over here on my end, since we're talking about time displacement and communicating across time. It looks like Rex is here with us in the present, as of now at a little after 12:30 on Tuesday the 22nd. Thank you very much, Rex, for joining us. Thank you for Beth also for joining us. And also, thanks to everyone who's watching, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching in the future. It's always very helpful for people clicking that like button, people clicking the subscribe button or the little bell with the notification, so that you will get a little alert that pops up to let you know when I'm live online. I'm always grateful for anything that you can do to signal to our algorithmic overlords that you would like to see more of this particular content. So, with that said, today I am, of course, doing a song by The Who. I made some rather corny jokes about that on social media, and in the description of this, and I hope people will forgive me for that. The Who, of course, being just one of those just hugely influential bands that everyone's just like, oh, that's how you are. That's how you be a rock band. That's how you can be a rock band. And all the other pieces then began to fall into place. So innovators in terms of, well, just like how much stuff they could destroy on stage, that was one thing. But in addition to that, things like, in terms of instrumentation and different things that you could do. One of the songs that stands out that way is, of course, the song Baba O'Reilly, which has the synthesized sort of, arpeggios and all sorts of things going on at the beginning. You may also remember it from CSI New York. So, yeah. That is, of course, nothing about that song screams acoustic guitar. And yet, here we are. And one of the things that I do enjoy doing is taking the gear and the contraptions that I have at my disposal and using them possibly in ways that they had not originally been intended. So one of the things I have here at my feet, which you can't see, is actually a delay pedal. I got it because it was actually the first loop pedal that I got, but it also works as a delay pedal. The idea with the delay is you hit a note and then it repeats that note. It records it and immediately plays it right back. So in this case, it would sound something like, which is kind of cool. And the more I thought about that, I thought, ooh, I could do something with that. So here, with that in mind, we are going to see how this goes. Baba O'Reilly, popularly known as Teenage Wasteland, by The Who. Let's see how this goes. There you go. It went a little better in rehearsal, but still, there you go. That is a acoustified treatment, genre bent, we might say, version of Baba O'Reilly by The Who. And yeah. So you may, if you are familiar with the song Baba O'Reilly, you will notice that I did truncate the end of it. I've been messing around with that arrangement. Yes, messing around with that arrangement over the years, and I've tried to find ways of doing the extended jam or sort of the hoedown that kind of it breaks into at the end, and it has never really worked very well. So this time I tried to choose the better part of valor and just cut it off a little early, which I think was successful, but we'll see. That's the closure for sure. Yes, that is the way to end the big show. I'm not going to smash my guitar though, so that's not happening. And also, there's no drum set to destroy, so none of that is happening. And in fact, the only thing that will get destroyed is possibly your patience when we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. But first, let me talk about a few cool things that are happening in the area coming up. I talk frequently on this show about open mics because there are a lot of really, really cool ones that people are doing in the area. One of the cool ones that I've had, I've had a chance to frequent it a little bit over the years. That's been challenging to fit into the schedule, but it's a really, really cool one. It is over at ArtsQuest SteelStacks. It is every Thursday at 7, and is hosted by the one and only Billy Bauer. You know Billy from the Billy Bauer Band. But there's a lot of B's. The Billy Bauer Band. So Billy from the Billy Bauer Band is the host of the SteelStacks Open Mic. It is in the warmer months. It sometimes migrates out into the town square. They're right outside the interior first floor space there at ArtsQuest. When it is a little bit colder, such as it is these months, it is inside in sort of the community commons area. It is by what is now called the Palate and Pour restaurant place. You can get food and drink there on the first floor. They've built a stage over the course of the pandemic, and it is a very cool space. So go check that out. And wait, there's more. I'm very happy to announce that I am going to be the featured performer. Yes, Not for Coltrane is the featured performer. Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. That is coming up on March 3rd. That I will be the featured performer there. So I'm looking forward to that. Whenever you go on to the ArtsQuest Open Mic hosted by Billy Bauer, please tell Billy I say hi. He's a super sweet guy, tremendous songwriter and performer, and so that is very, very cool. And I should say there's also a nice community that has grown up around that particular open mic over the years, so that is very cool. In addition, also on your Thursdays, not quite at the same time. So in fact, you could theoretically go first to the ArtsQuest Open Mic and then head up the road, up 512 to the town of Bath, Pennsylvania, and check out the open mic at Blend. Now, the open mic at Blend is on the final Thursday of the month, every month. Blend is such a cool space. It features like all sorts of things related to the arts, as well as doing some concerts and performances, and this open mic. The open mic is, so since this is the final Thursday of this month, that means that this week is the open mic up at Blend, which is very, very cool. The host this time is going to be Lindsay Jordan. So the open mic at Blend is the last Thursday of the month from 9 in the evening until midnight. And from their description, it mentions you're welcome to do originals. Poetry is great, and there's an open jam at the end when everyone can pile on out and jump in on that. Jenny Bertram, the proprietor of Blend, breaks out the cajon, and it's a lot of fun. So tell Jenny I say hi, and I hope to see you at the Blend's open mic on the final Thursday of the month. Oh yes, I also mentioned there are coffee and light snacks available for sale, which does help Blend stay open and helps it continue to provide this. Speaking of communities, also it's a very cool community that has grown up around the Blend open mic as well. So yeah, very, very cool. Check out the Blend open mic. Check out the SteelStacks open mic hosted by Billy Bauer. One other programming note that I should mention. So we are coming up on the final Coltrane Tuesday show of this season, and boy, am I looking forward to changing up my Tuesday schedule slightly. But I want to do something special for that final show of the season. It's coming up at the end of March. It will be the 52nd show, 52nd consecutive Tuesday that we have done this. This will be the third season that I've been doing this. This is the third season. It will be the end of the third season. Last time I wrapped up a season, the whole show was it was a special version of the Stump the Band game wherein people could request songs from the musical Hamilton. And I had a number of the songs prepared, but we were going to see what people surprised me with. Obviously, that's a lot of music for me to try to memorize. So we will. So yeah, but it was cool. It was cool to have sort of that special event flavor for the final show of the season. This year, I believe the plan is it's going to be some kind of a theme. I'm still determining what the theme would be, but I think it's going to be topical. The theme would be songs about something or songs that mention something or other. It could be a place. It could be songs that just mention places. It could be something that's weather related. It could be something else that is thematic. I'm interested to hear what you think the theme should be for the season finale of this season 3 of Coltrane Tuesdays. Let me know in the comment here in the live chat while you're watching, or let me know in the comments if you're watching this afterwards. Either way, I'm eager to hear what people have in mind for the season closer. There. All right. So now, what else to do? Oh yes, now it is time. Now it is time for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. In case you missed the top of the show, again, the way this works, people give me songs requests, and I have to play them regardless of whether I know them. Someone might request a song that I do, in fact, know, or at least have played at some point in the past couple of years, in which case I will then go ahead and play it. If the requested song is one that I kind of sort of know, like I've heard a bunch of other people play it at open mics, like the ones at Blend and SteelStacks, or I've heard it on the radio, or someone had it on a playlist that I've heard, I will then attempt to figure out how to play it, if I do not know that already. If I do not recognize the requested song at all, I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, and I see that we do indeed already have some requests. So Beth says, if no one else has a request, Beth's would be Forget You by CeeLo Green. Of course, those are not the original lyrics, but those are the more radio-friendly version of the lyrics for CeeLo Green's song Forget You. And Lauren Powers, who I believe may be newer to the webcast. Hi, Lauren. It's very cool that you're stopping by. Thank you. Requests We Found Love by Rihanna and Calvin Harris. So I think that's the one I'll start with since Lauren may be a little bit newer. Although I think I may end up circling back to Beth's request as well. So let's see. We Found Love. I'm thinking that this is the We Found Love in a Hopeless Place song. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm gonna go with. Because I have zero idea who Calvin Harris is, but I've heard of Rihanna. All right, so if the song is We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. We found a love in a hopeless place. We found a love in a hopeless place. Na, na, na. I'm wondering if that's a G. So that could work, but it sounds a little bit too countrified there. So let me try to adjust that. Maybe I'll do. It's almost rocking in a free world. What was I doing? Interesting. If I were to do it here. Bring it down a little bit to make it easier to sing. All right. So what happens every time that I try to piece together a song that I don't really know? This is flashing at me. I need to turn that off. If many times that I try to do a song that I don't actually know, I will look it up afterwards to see the actual song. I have right now zero idea what the verses sound like. I'm sure when I listen to it, there's a 75% chance that I'm gonna be like, oh right, that's what the verses are. I had totally forgotten that. There's a 25% chance I'll hear the verses on the actual recording and be like, nope, didn't remember that. Nope, that wasn't there. So I have a bit of the chorus. Well, I'm going to handle this as the chorus, but I'm going to have to come up with something to do for the verse. Maybe that's it. I wonder if I were to do. So at this point, I've given up on trying to figure out any more of the actual song. I'm just trying to figure out how to make something that's listenable, that uses a little bit of the song that I do actually know. That's kind of a fun little riff. Don't know if it has anything to do with the actual song, but it's what we're going to build this version around. It just makes me think of all the other fun songs in this particular tuning. So some idea for the verses. I'm thinking I may just use that for the verses as well. Now I need some, so musically, let's see. If I do want to reach for something other than that chord progression, I should have something that will work as like a pre-chorusy thing. So I have chords. I'm not even going to worry about a melody for the verses, but I need to think of some vague idea of what the verses would be about. So we found love in a hopeless place implies there is a speaker who is part of the relationship. So one of the speakers, is the speaker and the speaker's partner are the ones who together found love in a hopeless place, presumably. It's usually not that hard to come up with songs about relationships that maybe shouldn't have been or were somehow ill-ordained, but that they were able to make it work. So for this one, what's it going to start with? It's going to start with, I don't know if I really want to do something that's narrative, but that's probably going to be easiest to improvise lyrics around, just sort of to go in sequence. What would be the hopeless place? Hopeless place could be literal, like we found love at Denny's. That's a hopeless place. Apologies to anyone who enjoys Denny's. So something like that, like we found love at the garbage dump. But I think maybe more apt to pick something that's metaphorical, like the speaker. So speaking as the narrator of the song, I was lost and I was hurt. I was alone. I didn't know how things were going to work out, and then you were there, and then things happened, and you were also hurting, and then together we found love in a hopeless place. That's what I'm gonna go with. So initially, the first verse is going to start off with the speaker talking about being alone and hurting. So the first line is all right. apart. When I saw your face, I saw my heart. It all began to melt, began to heal. That's how I know that this is real. There might be a day when things fall apart. I hope that day never comes, because my heart will come undone. But I know from you that there is always hope. There are ways that I can't go. I don't know if I'll ever find someone like you, but you give me the strength to carry through. We found a love in a hopeless place. 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 There you go. Thanks very much to Lauren for that request. Nothing terribly complicated, but also not horrible. So those are the standards we use here when improvising or trying to put together songs on the fly. Thanks again to Lauren for that request. So now I think, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay about maybe attempting the CeeLo Green song. So I think the reality is this would be stuck in my head of trying to figure out how to make it work, even if I weren't going to do it on the webcast. So I might as well. So if you're willing to hang out with me for a little bit longer, let's go ahead and try to make that happen. There's this pain in my chest. I wish you the best. Get you. So that's the chorus. I had at some point knowledge of what the verses sound like. That was I feel like there was a I have no recollection of what the verses sound like, and I feel like that maybe they use the same chord progression as the chorus, but like maybe there was something that was different. I know it would build to the chorus because that was a big thing. Oh man, I remember very, very little about this song. This was what, 15 years ago? 10 years ago? This was a thing? All right. Oh, Beth. So Beth is saying she used to teach this song, which makes me wonder if you want to help out with, let me know what chords are. That'd be great. Down with a girl I love, and as I forget you, I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and as I forget you, I was richer, still be with you. Ain't that the? It's just the pain in my chest. I still wish you the best, and as I forget you. all we could find a way to get on, make a connection, but that's not how it's gonna feel. Because it turned out there was a rejection, and now I'm driving around town with the girl I love. I forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and it's like forget you. I was richer, I'll still be with you. Ain't that so? And there's a pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. It's like forget you. And I thought this was gonna be a war for the ages. We would feel up all those times. We would write all the history pages. But then things started going south, with the words coming out of my mouth. When you find that I couldn't find a way to pay for all the things that you needed in your life now, and now I drive around town with the girl I love, and it's like forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I went forget you. If I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that some? And if there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best, and I forget you. Drive around town with the girl I love, and it's like forget you. I guess it's change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I forget you. If I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that something? And it's the pain in my chest, I still wish you the best, and I forget you. One more time, I drive around town with a girl I love, and it's like forget you. I guess it's change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I forget you. If I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that a kick in the teeth? And it's the pain in my chest, I still wish you the best, and I forget you. It's the pain in my chest, I still wish you the best, and I forget you. It's the pain in my chest, I still wish you the best, and I forget you. There you go. That's where we're going to leave it. Turns out there was a rejection should be a band name. Well, yes. Also possibly an album title. Strong options there. Wasn't that the name of Panic at the Disco's demo EP? Turns out there was a rejection. Yeah, that would be thematically appropriate for Panic at the Disco. All right, so there you go. That is something that had a small amount to do with CeeLo Green's song "Forget You," or "F You," or however you want to render that particular song title. Thanks very much to Beth for that request. Thanks, of course, also to Lauren Powers for her request for the Rihanna and Calvin Harris song "We Found Love." And so fun. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Beth. I'm always glad when Beth is able to watch and enjoy the program. And of course, thanks also to Beth, who has been doing a wonderful job of letting other people know about this particular webcast. So thank you. I'm grateful for that. Thanks to Rex. Thanks to Lauren. Thanks to everyone who's been hanging out and watching the webcast this particular week. And apologies to Roger Daltrey and the folks over with The Who for the acoustic version of Baba O'Reilly. So yeah, so please go check out the Blend's Open Mic. Go follow the Blend on all of the socials. I'll post some links in the description once I'm offline here. Check out the ArtsQuest Open Mic. That is hosted by Billy Bauer. That is every Thursday. The Blend one is on the last Thursday of the month. The ArtsQuest one with Billy Bauer is on the every Thursday pretty much every Thursday over at ArtsQuest SteelStacks. I'll post links to that as well. And please mark your calendar now, because I would love to see you when I'm the featured performer at the SteelStacks Open Mic on March 3rd. We're already getting some great suggestions here for thematic things for the season finale. So we'll see how this goes. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Leave a note in the comments if you are seeing this after the webcast. And I think that's about it. So my name's Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you right here in this space next week.